Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw, just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Now this throw caught left side. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Burrow. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
11.
On 1st down, Nixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Ready?
And they go play action now. Burrow out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. For those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a give to Mixon. And he takes this down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Burrow looking to pass.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And now off to the races down the right side. 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A handoff to Mixon.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one. So they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11, Thomas. Check. 12.
They go play action with Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A toss left, Mixon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Burrow will throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They're passing here. Joe Burrow looking for the end zone. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. 30, past the 20, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. He'll air this one out for Boyd.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Extra point by McPherson, up and good,
and the lead now up to 14.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half.
It's a first down and more for Dobbins. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. Bust through the tackle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. A tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Burrow on play action. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Justin Madubuike
In there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. If they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They go play action with Jackson.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On first down, Dobbins. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. He'll look to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Dalton Schultz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13. 4 down. Check.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
Yeah, and he's had a heck of a game so far, up over 100 yards receiving already. And it's not all been air yards as we saw right there. He's so good that when he gets space maneuver, he can often turn it into a big play after the catch.
A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Ready? It's just me and you. Hey, check back. Back 6.
Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. 56 yards on the ground for him so far.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half line.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd and 1, Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Well, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11. Check 50. Check 50.
Now Joe Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. Ready? Yeah, let's get set lunch. Line 36. Line 36. Get that quarterback.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And running with power here. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
On 1, ready? Watch the pass. Line 36. Line 36.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,